So here, let's create a property for this age instance variable. So now I am actually inside the curly braces of this class, right, of this animal class. So here I can say public. Remember, your properties should be always public so that other classes can use your property. Public, and then the access, the name of, actually the data type of my property is going to be integer, right? And the name of my property is going to be age with capital A. And then I just need to open and close this property by using these curly braces. So let's specify that this property can have a getter. So just type in here get, and then open and close this getter by using these curly braces, and then return the value of the age instance variable, semicolon. And this property age is going to have a setter also. So set, and then open and close this setter by using these curly braces. And here we are going to actually specify that this setter is actually a private setter. What does that mean? That means that the user cannot actually access this age property and directly assign a value to this age property, which is going to be assigned to the age instance variable. So we can also declare these setters or getters that we have inside this property as private. So private set, right? And inside the curly braces of this setter here, I can say actually age assignment operator value, right? Semicolon. But let's actually change this implementation. Let's actually delete this line of code. And here I can create an if statement, and I can put a pair of brackets, a pair of parentheses actually. Inside the parentheses, I can say value. So the value is the value that is assigned, that is going to be assigned to this property, right? If value is actually greater than 0, then only in that case assign the value to the age instance variable, right? So we created this if statement in order to see that whether the value that is going to be assigned to the age property, and as a result it is going to be assigned to the age instance variable, right? We are checking that if this value is actually greater than 0 or not. If it is greater than 0, then that value is valid. That value should be assigned to the age instance variable. Otherwise, we are not going to allow the user or the client class to actually assign a value that is not valid to this age variable. That value must be greater than 0. Otherwise, this part of the code is going to be skipped and it is not going to be executed. So this is very important. And now let's actually implement the other instance variables. Let's create some properties for the power instance variable and the speed instance variable. So now, after the ending curly brace of this age property, if I actually click on this ending curly brace of this age property, you can see that it says that it is actually the body of this age property. So after this ending curly brace, I can create properties for the power and speed instance variables.